It's October 2015, and still we don't have any hoverboards or flying cars yet. But yeah, we got a lot of reboots, remakes, and sequels from some of our favorite movies from the 80s and 90s. Sure, it's not Jaws 19, but we have a Frankenstein adaptation to make up for it. Even starring Daniel Radcliffe of all people. Who was even asking for that? I swear, Hollywood is running out of ideas. That's why everything is a remake, reboot, reimagining, whatever the heck that's supposed to mean. Anyway, remakes are never as good as when they follow the original source material. Now you got that one movie that actually does try to stray away from the source material and come up with their own liberties, but that's just one rare occasion, unless it's a Corman film, which is Little Shop of Horrors. Yeah, before the 1980s musical starring Rick Moranis, Ellen Greene, and Steve Martin, there was this little gem from the 60s. There's one question that still remains. Is this as good as the 80s musical itself? Let's find out. One thing I have to address is the VHS box art. First off, why is the plant different than in the movie? Granted, it doesn't look like a papier-mâché egg, but come on! Even the shadow of the plant looks more like a Venus flytrap, featuring Jack Nicholson in his first motion picture performance. That's rich. Because the statement is a complete lie. First off, his first movie that he's ever done was The Wild Ride, which came out 4 months prior to this movie. Secondly, he doesn't even star in the movie. Even the back of the VHS tape says it best. Jack Nicholson stars as the hilarious masochist who thrives on dental pain. I don't know, it's just really misleading. It's like if the 80s film just put Bill Murray holding Audrey II and make that their selling point. It just doesn't work. Anyway, let's just review. I am holding a VHS tape that says horror movie. Horror movie. I am lost in words. This is so bad that it's unintentionally hilarious. You know, most of the time when you buy a VHS tape, they usually have like the title of the movie on the VHS. Well, since it does say horror movie on the VHS tape, does that make it good for a Halloween review? Let's find out. Alright, so if you're familiar with the musical, chances are you already know the gist of it. Seymour, played by Jonathan Hayes, works at Mr. Mushnick's florist shop on Skid Road. Business is doing poorly, so he places a Venus flytrap plant to attract people to come to his shop. It works, but there's only one problem. The plant drinks nothing but blood.
Blood? You like blood?
A lot of things are different from the musical than the movie. For example, Seymour was an orphan in the musical version, but it turns out that he's a middle-aged man living with his mom. I don't mind the character of Seymour's mom, but she just seems kind of pointless along with the other side characters we don't care about. And all of them are nothing but comic reliefs. It's like this movie is trying way too hard to be funny, but it just comes off as weird. I don't know. The movie just feels like a failed pilot for a TV sitcom. As Seymour keeps feeding the plant begs for more blood.
More. But I'm already anemic. Feed me more.
He accidentally hits a drunken hobo on the head, which causes him to run in front of a train and die. Having felt guilty about his death, Seymour tries to hide the body. Why? What other evidence besides a rock links Seymour to being the killer? The police would have just looked at this for one quick second and just thought that the hobo committed suicide or something. But of course, we can't have that. Why? Because there wouldn't be a movie. This is another liberty that the creators of the musical took. In the musical, the plant convinces Seymour to kill Audrey's abusive boyfriend, who is also the dentist. Which of course leads us to another parallel between the two. The dentist is not as mean as in the musical. He's just weird in a creepy way. And they don't try to attempt to villainize the dentist by having him hurt the patient on purpose, or beating up his girlfriend, or illegally hunting down a lion or anything. He's just creepy. We can go on and on about the many comparisons this movie has, but we'll just be here all day. So I'm just going to tell you what the movie did right. It has one of the biggest plot twists that will catch you off guard. Spoilers, for those who wish to be surprised by the ending, stop the video here. For those who really don't care, here it is. After feeding the plant body parts, the plant begins to open its pods, only to reveal the faces of the victims that were fed to the plant. Wow. Now that's a twist. The rest of the movie is nothing special though. It's just a big chase scene around Skid Road until Seymour feeds himself to the plant and then becomes into one of the flowers, leaving us on a disappointing climax.
Seymour! I didn't mean it.
So that was Little Shop of Horrors, or as the VHS tape likes to call it, horror movie. But I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. This movie is cheesy, corny, and over the top in every sense of the term, but it's also enjoyable. You could say that this is one of my favorite guilty pleasures, and besides, without this movie, the musical would have never existed. And given the fact that this was filmed in the span of 2 days is a testament of time. I only put out reviews once in a while, and they managed to do a whole movie in 1 week. Do I recommend it that much? Well, yes and no. I only recommend it to the people who are really curious to see the original after watching the musical. Just don't expect anything Oscar-worthy from it. And that's all I have to say about Little Shop of Horrors, aka horror movie. No, I am not letting that go. Anyway, have a safe and happy Halloween, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.